Here's what the star of Universal's hit movie looks like after making the change from the silver screen to the video screen. Atari has made E.T. a star for the second time in the most eagerly awaited video game cartridge since Pac-Man. As in the movie, E.T. is brought to Earth by his spaceship and gets stranded in the woods. The object, as if you didn't know, is to get E.T. home. You must locate 3 pieces of his intergalactic telephone, call his spaceship, and get him to the landing site in time. Otherwise, the spaceship leaves without him. You can build bonus points by picking up the candy pieces you find in each scene. Learn to recognize the various symbols that appear at the top of the screen. Each indicates a zone in which E.T. can execute one of his special powers. For example, a question mark is a find phone zone that will show you which well in the scene, if any, contains a piece of the phone. To retrieve it, simply fall into the well and touch it. Then raise E.T.'s neck and levitate him, careful not to fall right back into the same well. There are only 4 scenes containing wells, 2 of which you have to navigate fairly slowly. The most useful place I've found to use E.T.'s speed is back and forth between the next 2 scenes, where E.T. can race a straight line through 2 candy pieces. Never pass up a find phone zone. There's our second piece of the phone, which will automatically be displayed at the top of the screen when E.T. touches it. Here's the last piece we need for the phone, but getting out of a well can be really troublesome, and there's not much you can do about it except try again. Now that the telephone is complete, we could call the spaceship and head for the landing site. But an even better strategy is to collect as many candy pieces as possible and call our friend Elliot to take them home for bonus points at the end of the game. E.T. can only hold 9 pieces of candy at a time, so we'll call Elliot after grabbing this 9th piece. By paying attention, we know the Call Elliot zone is here in this scene. Go to that exact spot, press the button, and Elliot will come out to relieve our burden. Now we can continue picking up candy. A good way to quickly collect the pieces is by running between these 2 scenes until the candy supply is exhausted. When you can find no more candy, it's time to look for 2 things: the landing site and a phone home zone. Search through the wood scene first until you find the landing site. There it is. And continue looking for the phone home zone. When you find it, press the action button and a call automatically goes out to the spaceship. A timer appears at the top of the screen. You must be at the landing site when the timer runs down or E.T. will miss his ride home. That's why we recommend finding the landing site first. We can arrive with plenty of time to spare, and just wait for the timer to run out. After the spaceship picks up E.T., watch as Elliot adds bonus points for the candy pieces we've given him throughout the game. The strategy we've outlined should be used in the other game variations, which include such hazards as an FBI man who tries to steal pieces of your phone, and a scientist who tries to drag you off for observation. When E.T. is in a send back zone, indicated by a symbol that looks like the Roman numeral 3, he can repel these 2 enemies. And of course E.T. can always run away from them, though that sometimes leads him right into a well. Whatever you do, don't let the scientist drag you off unless it's the only way to avoid the FBI man. It's always better to lose some time than to lose a piece of the phone.